new and old, my TikTok family. You're the best to ever do it. Let's get right into it, y'all. Look, your energy and the way you've recreated yourself has made you so intoxicating, man, to narcissists and attractive to, future soulmates, that it's going to be kind of hard for you to be able to tell the difference. Doing the best I can. I hear you guys. There's these little weird red bugs, and they like to bite out here, so have to keep it moving. Can't stand still for too long. So now, the crazy part about this is, you have them looking pretty much the exact same. So it's all about your discernment. Your discernment is key. Your discernment is everything that you need, because they're all rocking the same look. And everybody's being taught to be narcissistic. Now, I'm giving you this perspective from, African American male, you know what I'm saying? Likes women. So this is just my perspective. Ladies, flip the roles, make it apply. The energy about these people, I guess, are the same. The way you interact with narcissistic men and the way I have to interact with them are two different things, right? Narcissistic dudes, when it comes to other guys, they just compete with them. Like, I don't really have to deal with them other than them researching me, competing with me on some kind of sneaky secret competition type of thing, because they know that they can never step to me directly. So they have to indirectly, which I don't acknowledge that in my presence. So when a male is trying to get my attention through indirect whatever, or, a male catches my attention because I can tell they're studying me or whatever, I don't really care. It's like, okay, well, you're a loser and you're studying your daddy. And that's how it goes, and that's it. I don't entertain why males do what they do. You can't go down that rabbit hole. You don't want to start thinking like a loser. So you just, keep it trucking. So you guys, y'all run into these narcissists, and y'all can't tell a narcissistic male the same way we can't really tell a covert narcissistic woman, right? Like, these males, to a regular guy, all these goofies that y'all fall for, ladies, we can see that goofy dude a mile away. Like, we can see that he's a fake, he's a fraud, he's faking personality traits. He's not really about that life. Certain things like this, we can tell. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of these dudes just steer clear from guys like us. Anybody with that alpha male type of personality trait, where they're a narcissist, a covert narcissist, or whatever. Any guy with any sense can pick up on it. They don't know how to mind their own business. That's going to be like number one, numero uno. No real man out here is running around here worried about other men like that. You know what I'm saying? That guy would be just trying to do what he can for the group of men that he represents. When you have males out here worried about what other males are doing, to me, that's a narcissistic trait right there. And I automatically, hey, what's going on, fam? What's going on? That's a narcissistic trait right there. And I'm like, nah. Because what a dude will do that's a narcissist when he's in the group of other men or in the company of other men, he's studying them. Now, these narcissists like to conflate their need and desire to study other people to try to optimize themselves by stealing character traits. They'll call themselves a sigma male or something like that, or they'll try to glorify being a fly on the wall. There is no such thing. Smash that like button if you're in here. Greatly appreciate it. Sigma males don't go out of their way to study other men. We don't do that. If we have, enemies that are always around, then, we'll do what we have to do with that. But as far as going out of our way to study other men that don't know us to put ourselves in a secret competition with these men to try to be better than them, getting in our own head like that, getting in our own way, lowering ourselves to another man. It'll never happen. What do you say? Well, what's going on? Clown Blade, what's going on, man? Shout out to Clown Blade, you guys. I don't know why you want to shout out over here. I barely have any subscribers. But absolutely, shout out to Clown Blade, you guys. But also, when you're out here and what I'm saying, you just being, Clown Blade, do me a favor, hit that like button. It says that no likes are hidden, but I could be shadow banned. So who knows? If you guys are working your way in through the YouTube short feed, click the three dots on the right hand side. I have no idea why they made it so difficult for you guys to hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? But it's whatever. You know what I mean? They're starting something new. So hit the three buttons in the top right corner, and drop down will appear, and you can hit the like or dislike there. It's greatly appreciated. But look, while you're on your soul's mission, again, really quickly before I go, you're going to attract narcissistic people, and you're going to attract, soulmates. And you can't really tell the difference in the two by appearance. You have to use discernment. You got to let your soul let you know who's part of your tribe. If they're not part of your tribe, they will reveal themselves. You have a lot of people that will love to make themselves out to be your friend or acquaintance or whatever, but they really just want to study you. They really just want to study you. It's not that serious. Do you think it's healthy for your psyche to have a bunch of people in your circle studying you? How is that healthy? How are you a lab rat? And a lot of people weaponize social media and the internet because a lot of people are nosy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are nosy. And see, what's a better way of being nosy than to just scroll through social media, and you're not doing it for entertainment purposes. No, you're doing it for, I'm not going to say full out malicious intent, but if you're scrolling through and studying people and going to their different social medias and watching certain things to get certain personality traits from them and the way that they move and try to figure out how they think, you are stalking. You're stalking. And I remember I was watching it was either vidIQ or Think Media. If you don't know what these companies are, they're YouTube. I don't know what you want to call them, like YouTube help channels to help you out on YouTube. And they're basically in business with YouTube now because they have apps with YouTube, and these apps are built into the YouTube studio. So I don't listen to anything that they say anymore because they're bought and paid for by YouTube at this point. But I was listening to some of their propaganda where they were trying to, because a lot of small content creators are saying that we're not being, justly pushed out the algorithms. We're getting smothered. And also, YouTube has this algorithm where they're suppressing people that speak a certain kind of way against certain things that aren't even that serious, that should be suppressed. And now you got Think Media and vidIQ dropping videos saying, oh no, they have teams out here for small content creators. Well, no shit, Sherlock. They're out here making sure they block small content creators that speak a certain kind of way because they don't want those people to get a big following, have a big voice. Of course they have a task force. Now you're putting out the perspective of, they're out here trying to give smaller content creators a chance. Woo, woo. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. They're also out here making sure that certain small content creators like myself, when I don't even call women out their name. I don't call women the B word. I don't teach hate of any demographic, right? But I'll get shadow banned. So obviously they're doing more. And see, here's the thing about it, right? It doesn't really matter because when you're attractive, even when you have propaganda that works against you, the machine is working against you, you got narcissistic content creators out here that love to, and if you work in a regular job, let this apply, let it apply, and what don't apply, let it fly. But you have narcissistic content creators out here that have been doing something for years, like running around and watching other content creators and stealing off their plate. They're doing this so much, it's getting out of hand. One of those vidIQ guys, or maybe it was a Think Media guy, he had a name for it. He had a name for it. It was like channel surfing or something. He was basically talking about watching content creators not for entertainment, but for research purposes. When they're watching you for research purposes, do you think someone's watching the video all the way through? Okay. Do you think that they're hitting the like button? Okay. Okay. Do you think that they're a supporter of yours? I hope not. Because what they're doing, like vidIQ and Think Media does, they're watching, skipping through your video, looking for data points, stuff. This stuff right here doesn't help you out. That's why I tell you guys, when you first get started, you're going to always be surrounded by haters, researchers, observers, narcissists, just a bunch of goofballs, right? And it's going to take a little bit for you to work your way out of this situation to where, you know, most of the people that are watching you, that are supporting you, you know what I'm saying? They're fans, they're soul tribe members, they're people that want to be friends and acquaintances of yours. They might want to do business with you. And you'll finally work your way out of this little area you're in where you're surrounded by haters. You're surrounded by people that believe, one, they can do what you do and there's nothing special about you. Two, they don't like how you keep winning and it irritates their booty crack. You know what I'm saying? Or three, there's some type of researcher, content creator that's not doing you a lick of good, where they're researching you as a woman to get content to, know what men think. But this female can't sit there and let the video play all the way through and hit the like button. So she's doing you absolutely no good while she's on her search for research as to what men that she finds attractive. Because if I wasn't attractive, I wouldn't deal with the amount of hate that I have. They wouldn't even be looking at me. But when you're attractive, this is part of it too. When you're attractive, you attract so much unnecessary hate. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you have supporters, but you have to push through the beginning stages where you're surrounded by haters, and they will justify their hate so many ways. Oh, you got pretty boy privilege. Oh, as if you're not the one taking care of yourself to make sure you look the way you do health wise, right? Oh, you got pretty boy privilege. Oh, you're just handsome, and that's why you get views or people gravitate towards you. Oh, you're clever with your words. You're charming with your words. It's always something. It's always some negative connotation. It's never like, hey, you're just a good person. You're blessed by God and, you work hard. So these haters, they flock to you and they're really just around to see, what I'm saying, that shoe drop or whatever you call that saying. They're waiting to see you fail or waiting to hit that I told you so moment. You know what I'm saying? So you're surrounded by these people. So your views are going to be messed up. I don't care what Think Media says. Your views are going to be messed up. You know what I'm saying? Your analytics are going to be kind of off because you're not getting just people. Because if you have a good base, your base will watch your content like the favorite episodes of their favorite show. They're going to watch it whether it's good or it's bad. They're here to support and they're here just for the energy you bring. When you have folks that are watching you only to get talking points, they can't find any humor in what you say. They think that you're rambling and things like this. These are haters, man. These are content creators. These are people with no ideas. Mind you, I say content creator and not artist because I consider myself an artist. These people have no ideas. They're dried up. The only thing they can do is watch someone else and regurgitate the information or add on to. They can't never start anything on their own. You are a creator. They'll try to take away from you from saying that you're a creator or an artist. They'll try to say you're a muse. That's one of the most disrespectful things someone can say to you. If you're not volunteering, whatever it is that you're volunteering, and you're not being paid for it directly, then you're not someone's muse. That's just somebody that has no self-respect and don't mind stealing from somebody cowardly, right? It's not your fault. You can't control the way other human beings were raised or what they believe to be right and wrong. But what you're not going to do is let them have word magic, you know what I'm saying, casting spells with words, trying to rewrite history by saying, oh, you're just an aloof muse. And, no. I'm out here creating art. You're watching me and imitating art. That doesn't make you an artist. Okay? Monkey see, monkey do. You can train a monkey to do the stuff that you guys do. You need to calm down. Okay? Everyone knows how to break dance now. It's not just a black thing. It's not just an inner city thing. You have Koreans and Asians and everyone else. They can break it down systematically, take classes on it, and then regurgitate the information. Now, to some people, that's astonishing to see that, oh, these other, who's the originator of it though? Who came up with the idea out of nowhere, out the ether, right? You know what I'm saying? See what we've done is we slid into this, era where the devil's being worshipped, where, mocking and imitation is becoming art, and that's not art. If you have to imitate someone, if you have to see something to create something else, then I don't believe that you're an artist. I don't believe that that's art. I'm sorry. You're not creating something out of nothing. You're seeing something and you're remixing it at best. So when I see these kind of people that believe that, they can just steal from other people's intellectual property, or believe that it doesn't matter, and they hover and hoover and orbit creative people, not realizing that, with them skipping through the videos and only watching half or a third and hitting the like button, they're trying and somewhat messing with that person's destiny, right? Because if that person wasn't attractive to them, if that person wasn't saying things that those people, content creators, liked, they wouldn't watch. Therefore, other people that actually like the artists that are there to support the artist could have been watching instead, and they would have been watching it all the way through. Now, see, this is the problem that I have. This is why I say I stick to myself. I'm waiting for my Soul Tribe members to find me, the ones that watch my videos all the way through, the ones at the like button. And in the beginning, where I'm at, just in a place where I'm surrounded by a bunch of haters, and they want to affect my destiny any way they can, whether that's coming over and stealing off my plate, running back to their bigger platforms and regurgitating the information, or whatever the case may be. They are obsessed. I have to say obsessed with my energy the same way they're obsessed with yours. They can't stop watching you. It don't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how much time you take off. They will come back and watch you over and over, but they don't want to support you. They don't want to hit the like. They don't want to share. They don't want anyone to know really about you, but they can't stop watching you. It's a problem they have. Man, these bugs are tearing me up out here. Doing the best I can. It is all that they have, man. And it's weird to me. I don't watch anybody I don't like. Like, there's not a single person that I think is so innovative, but I don't like them. I can't stand them. So I watch them I don't do that. That is so strange to me. So to have as many people around me that claim that they can't stand me, or even if they can, but watch and take notes, those are not supporters. They're not. My soul tribe is finally showing up. I'm finally getting comments from people that are telling me, hey, what you say changed my life, this and that and the third. And, hey, bro, I appreciate you. But I mean, these other people for the longest have been watching me. You know how many videos I post between these 4 YouTube channels and my TikTok and my Facebook and Instagram? A lot. And when I look at the analytics, most of them are saying nowadays that I'm getting anywhere between 100 to 200 direct views. So if I'm getting on all of my channels, right, that means that I am getting people that are waiting for my content to drop to go watch it, but they're not hitting the like button. Excuse me. They're not hitting the like button. All they're doing is watching the content, taking notes, I guess, or whatever they're doing from it, and then moving on, or women looking at the way my lips move. Who knows, man? You know what I'm saying? But if I clearly say, hey, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, and I have 100 or 200 people that watch me directly, and I only have like 7 likes, that means that someone's going out their way. Appreciate you. That means that people are going out their way to make sure they watch me. If they're not hitting the like button, God knows what else they're doing. Fast forwarding it through sections of it, who knows? That's why I'm trying to tell you, you have to move solo bolo. When you know that you're attractive, man, people do stuff, dude. You never know who's watching you, bro. People do stuff. Yeah, this person's troll. People do stuff, man, that as long as they feel like they can get away with it, they have no conscience, and they do this weird ass stuff, right? They have no conscience, they have no sense, they haven't been raised right, and you'll just see them online smiling and stuff because they've managed to learn some human behavioral pattern things to make themselves. But I'm telling you, most of these people online are strange as hell. They're strange as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? They're strange. So as I've kept to myself, I've pissed off more of these people than you could imagine because they want me to get on here and talk about how to ascend and get on here and give my secrets as to how I can multitask. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not giving any of you idiots anything. I want you to continue to keep guessing and then posting your assumptions so I can have something to laugh at. I don't want to tell you anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are the worst kind of people. And let me tell you something else, man. Um, when you're attractive, you will eventually get the kind of people that you want. Do you not understand? You gotta smash that like button if you're in here, if you're not a hater. But if you're a hater, just keep watching. Ain't nothing gonna change. You know what I'm saying? You will attract your soul tribe. I'm starting to get hit up by a lot of people through DM and email and stuff like that. That I believe been watching me for a while. That have been waiting for me to get to a certain place, like I've said, to where they feel comfortable reaching out to me. You know what I'm saying? And again, I vet them. I go back, I look at their content, I see if they've been taking jabs at archetypes like mine. Because again, I don't believe that people just happen to stumble across my content recently and want to collabo or whatever. Nah, you've been watching for a good little bit. You've been waiting for me to get to the point that you feel like I'm marketable to you or whatever, which from a business standpoint, that's cool. It's whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not out here to play boo boo the fool. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to check your content out. I'm going to see if you are on the up and up, because people do things where they will shade your archetype left and right. But once you start getting popular or whatever, they might want you to go on to their platform to help boost their popularity, even though they shade the archetype of man that you are on a regular basis. So, you know, and you got to look at that kind of stuff too, because a woman might invite you on her podcast. You go back and you see that she's bashing Sigma male archetypes or whatever. You're like, hell no, she's trying to get me on there to argue. She don't have a man. She just wants to argue with a man that she finds attractive because she don't have a man to argue with at home. I'm not going to be that man by proxy. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, prime example, you know, whatever troll, AI bot, or whatever pops up in here. Person, you know what I'm saying, or thing that just wants to get me into some state of mood. Dude, you know what I'm saying? Why even bother? You know what I'm saying? Why put that kind of energy into things when you can put that same kind of energy into being productive for yourself? Not doing nothing to me. I'm a completely healed man. I got on here, had to do some healing for a little while, getting over my ex-wife who dogged me out. But you know, all of us men go through it or whatever. But once I got over it and I'm healed, what do you think you're doing? I'm an Army combat veteran. Your psychological warfare means shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know where I'm at, North Carolina, Asheville. If you're not here and you're not going to walk up into me and disturb my reality, then you're just on the internet trying to get a reaction, trying to get into somebody's energy, trying to play in somebody's energy. I'm not doing that. You're trash. Okay? And I'm a king. I have no business, and I'm a god in your reality. I have no business lowering myself to peasants and parasites. You know what I'm saying? Trying to leech off my energy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your season. You're not hated on for no reason. Man, I can't even get through a random live stream session without having a Russian random troll pop up in here and say the N word. I'll go ahead and post that so everybody can see what you're saying, you crazy goofball. Excuse me. And trying his best to trigger. Trying your best, but it doesn't work. Okay? Understand something before I go. Any form of internet trolling is the highest form of cowardism. It is the devil at its highest capacity. You are sitting somewhere with no consequence for your action, sitting there probably with your pants down and your dingleberries in your hand. You know what I'm saying? While I'm out here interacting with nature, nature's chilling with me, and my peace, sobriety, and sovereignty, yeah, there we go, has you disturbed. And or you could be a bot. Now, I don't think bots say the N-word, so I'm pretty sure that that's, a person, right? Trying to see a triggered reaction. Understand, there's nothing gangster or tough about trolling someone from the safety of your phone. It is the highest level of cowardism. And again, no matter how much a lion is starving on his deathbed, he'll never eat a blade of grass and he won't even look at it. Do you understand? You probably don't. Have somebody break it down for you, okay? But coming over here and trolling is what I'm basically saying is a waste of your time. I'm a man in his peace. I sit down and pray to the Most High every AM. I don't even give y'all any of that time anymore before 12. That's my time with God and then my time with my son. You know what I'm saying? And then I get on here and I do what I do, right? Once I get on here, I'm prepared for the devil in every kind of way. I'm armored up with God. You know what that means? Intellectually, I'm ready for anything psychologically you try to throw at me. And God's going to protect me. And I'm going to have a quicker comeback than your dumbass try to sit there and think of something to say to me in the first place. That's called the grace of God. I have no worry. I don't need to get on here and think that somebody's going to say something that's going to trigger me. I'm already prepared for whatever you might say, and no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Okay? Now, drop as many N-bombs in the comment section as you feel. Call me whatever you feel like that makes you feel better. But I'm not going anywhere. Okay? All right? And I'm not going to allow you to trigger me so you can get a reaction out of me, so you can study that. And you could be a content creator, or there could be content creators in here. I'm not going to give y'all anything to study. I'm going to give you nonchalant energy, and you're going to have to take that back to your notebook and, all right, drawing books. And I'm not going to do that with y'all. I'm good. I'm chill. I realize what the internet is. I'm going to get on here and I'm going to speak my piece. I'm not here to debate or argue with anyone about their perspective of me or of life or of the world. I don't give a shit. And I mean it when I say it. I don't care what you think about what I'm doing, what I did, or what I'm going to do. It ain't none of my business. I'm not going to let you make it that. I am secure in my peace. And I know that to get to my peace, I had to go within and get to God. I had to go within and get to God. And I know that none of you people gave me peace. So none of you people can take peace from me. Do you understand? Now, there's a little bit of whatever for some of you, not all AI channels to type in a prompt and make a whole video off of. But I'm not going to be giving you too much of anything. I'm completely self-aware of what's going on around me. I know that I'm being studied like a lab animal by content creators and people that work for certain people. I already knew the government was watching me because I'm an ex-government employee. They always keep an eye on people that work for the White House. They have to sign an NDA. Not worried about that. They've been watching me. I'm looking at the content creators that think that they're slick enough to be able to study me. Man, y'all are dumb. I make a point to mention different kind of content creators. When I mention them, those are the ones that I know for a fact that be keeping an eye on me, and content creators like myself, right? I'm not a lab animal for you to use YouTube to study now that you've done built your platform up and you're bored with your feet on your desk and your latte in your hand and your joint in the other hand. I'm not here for that. I know a lot of you corny goofball content creators, you got names for doing stuff like this. I'm not here for that. Okay? I'm here to put out the messages that God gave me to put out. I'm not here to, I don't care what any of you content creators are doing, dude. I keep an eye on everything. Content creation and being an artist and being on social media is my business, and business is good. If I worked for the White House and I took that serious, and when I worked for the Army, I took that serious, and I worked for the government as a engineer, contractor, I took that serious. I'm taking this serious. So you want to know how a real warrior, a real soldier does things? I make sure I get a survey of the land. I got to know who my enemies are. What are they doing? Okay, so we have a lot of people that like to use psyops, and they use their platforms to push agendas. They like to have all this double meaning to whatever they're saying. So I just listen to the stuff. I take note of it and I stay clear of people that move that way. Any of their energy. When I see content creators that look like they're just looking for a way to upgrade their channels and they're just thirsty, that's a thirsty individual. I got to stay away from that person. They are looking, what I'm saying, with hunger in their eyes for new ideas, and they don't have anything in their, peanut ass head. So they have to just search around for it. It's disgusting to me. You same people, if you take the time to go within instead of looking externally for ideas, you can find them. But instead, you want to take the quick route and just surf. What did he call it? What did that think media? What do you call it? Channel surfing. This idiot has a whole name for studying content creators. He has a whole dude. You're not here to be think media's guinea pig so that they can further their business and further, optimize their goofy ass apps and applications by studying you, dropping in on your content. Man, listen, dude. First of all, if you're on YouTube, make sure that you're getting your name built up on another platform. I'm just going to tell you what's real. Build your name up on another platform because it's done gotten so competitive on YouTube that it's disgusting. Don't do what any of these channels that are made to make you go viral, think media, whatever, what I'm saying, vidIQ. Don't do anything that they're telling you to do. Whatever they're telling you to do, they're telling millions of other people to do it, and you're going to blend in just like them. What you need to do is do something fresh, bring some new ideas to the platform, bring something new, something organic, what I'm saying, something authentic, something that hasn't been done before. Make those goofies at vidIQ and Think Media rethink how they've been putting out all this lame ass type of content. Obviously, your thumbnail has to be good, and obviously, your title. Other than that, what else are you telling people? Listen, man, do the best you can to get online and be the most authentic person you can be, and be the most authentic you can be, and that representation will resonate with certain people. It might take you a while to get to those people, y'all. There's been people online that have been doing this for 10, 15 years. Whenever they blow up, does anyone care about how long it took them to get there? No one ever says things like this. You know what I'm saying? O'Shea Duke Jackson has been on YouTube for over 10 years. Now that he has 300,000 subscribers, does anyone ever say, well, it took you about 15 years to get there? No, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. What you need to do is focus on you and worry about you and stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? And listening to people around you, man, I'm telling you, dude, never do it. When you're attractive, you're drawing people to you. So why in the world would you listen to other people that you're drawing to you? Man, I can't even go outside. Man, I got everything following every bug out here. You know what I'm saying? All the nature, the bunnies and stuff don't want to run away. This feral black cat just keeps popping up in my house, meowing on my back porch like I'm his owner. You know what I'm saying? Listen, when you're on it, you don't need anyone and you don't need to listen to anybody's opinion, period. But you definitely don't need to hear anyone's opinion that goes against whatever you have going on, right? And before I go, once again, it's going to take you a while to find your soul tribe. Never be fooled by the first few people that starts coming towards you. Those people are drawn to you for something, like they feel they can get something out of you, right? Once you know, in it for a little while, some of those people will stick around. A lot of them are like fade out. They're content creators and people like that looking for ideas. They're lost souls looking for someone like you who's abundant of ideas. And never listen to one of these kind of people tell you what you are. If you listen to them and let them tell it, you're just some beacon to be out here and just always give things away. Give whatever God gave you away freely. Always give away information while they never support you whatsoever. See, that's the devil working through them. That's narcissism. They feel entitled to the information you know. And if you're not out here giving it away freely so they can come up with ideas, then they feel like, you know what I'm saying, they're left out. They feel like you're targeting them. What in the world? You're just minding your business. You're done giving away free information to losers. You're waiting on the people that are going to support you, become members. Got to start dropping more member content. Go to your website, get to your Discord, and those people will get the divine information. You're not going to just put it out because I can see what's going. I see people upgrading themselves around me, man. I see it. I know a lot of people will say, just focus on you and don't focus on that. Those are people that steal ideas from other people. Do you see how you can't listen to people? They will use certain ways of speaking, which is a perspective that is true, but it's not the only perspective. And they'll use that to manipulate a conversation. That's why I don't listen. I'll be like, man, first of all, why are you even trying to convince me of that? Why do you care what I think about people that steal content and steal info? Why are you worried about it? Let's get to the nitty gritty. They'll never give you a good reason or an example because they're a loser. And they're a loser that needs other people to need them. And they're a loser that needs other people to come up with ideas. And when you're like, nah, we should be going within and come up with our own ideas, no matter how long it takes you to get there, whatever mistakes you make, they're not mistakes, they're lessons. People that have stepped on other people and stole ideas from other people and presented them as their own don't want to hear you talking like that. They don't want to hear you telling people to think about what you say. Don't just be throwing your ideas out there to people that could steal them from you. Don't just give your information that God gave you away freely anymore. You know, people aren't good hearted like you. Dial back on it. You have nothing but a bunch of haters. Man, I have witnessed people that are throwing shade at me directly and at my archetype that are also regurgitating information that I have said. Regurgitating meaning direct quotes while simultaneously trying to check me. Do you know what that is? That is guilt manifested. That is self guilt. That is feeling like a piece of crap, but don't want to. And so what they do is they have to make themselves feel like whatever they're doing is justified. So they'll have all this babble, all this verbiage, all these words they've gathered from the internet and these talking points. But see, no one ever wants to directly have that conversation with me because I'm going to get to the nitty gritty of where you got that kind of ideology. Who put it in your head? Why do you think that way? How did you stumble across my information? What is it about me that bothers you so much in your reality and I have nothing to do with you? See, stuff like this would be the questions I ask. And when I've returned with a bunch of, well, I think, and what do you know though? What do you know? What are your facts? What are your stats? I don't want to hear about what you think and how you feel. I'm not auditioning to be your boyfriend. And since I don't need to worry about your emotional state, I need to know, why is it that you feel entitled to my information? Why is it that you feel like you need to study me? Why is it that you feel like that is okay and you'll get blessed by God by doing so? That's all I be wanting to know. Logical type of stuff that you ask people that you don't know or have no emotional attachment to, right? I don't have any time for you people, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stick to this. This is the way that I am. You know how hard it is when you are an honest person. Man, every time I lie or do something wrong, not only do I get the craziest karma I've ever seen in my life, like when I do something wrong, I get crazy karma. Man, I remember every lie I've told. I remember it. I remember it, man. I don't need to be holding guilt or whatever. That's why I just don't lie. I don't like carrying around guilt. I feel light when I have no guilt, no shame. I don't lie to people. I don't do no one wrong. So I don't want to surround myself with people that think that way. As long as nobody know. Do you not believe in God, nigga? You know that God knows everything. Okay, you don't believe in God. Okay. You're talking like you do, but you obviously don't. You think you're getting away with something, even though God sees everything, and God's going to show you to your face one way or another. One way or another. But hey, it is what it is. I can't deal with that. I could easily blow up on YouTube and every platform if I just kiss a little ass, go along and get along, tell other people they're great when I know doggone well they're not. And they got things to heal just like I do. So I don't want to lie to you. I can look at you and tell what you need to work on, especially since you're looking for validation from other people. You know what I'm saying? People pleasing, first of all. I'm just not here to do that. I'm not here to judge anybody. That's why I stick to myself. But I'm also not here to sit here and act like I don't see a bunch of people eating off my plate, mimicking what I do, taking words out of my mouth, and then also trying to critique me on the slick. Man, what is wrong with you people? Wasn't raised right, man. You did not have a mother in the home. Now, mind you, I didn't say a woman or whatever. You didn't have a mother in the home, and your father must not have been around at all. Now, mind you, I said father, not male or man, right? You did not have a good father and mother figure to teach you right and wrong, morality and integrity, right? So you're just out here doing whatever. As long as no one knows, then that means that you are just fine. No, that's why your life is screwed up. That's why you don't know happiness. And that's why you're over here trying to figure it out through osmosis or whatever you're doing, staring at whatever I do, trying to fill in the blanks. Man, you're the fool. You're the fool. So egotistical, you can't even ask somebody directly. You're the fool. Y'all are the fools. Okay. That is what it is. And understand something. If you vibrate and you're on the same frequency as me, you deal with this on a daily basis. You see all of it around you, and you have to just, man, you see so much. You gotta turn a blind eye to things because you see so much. It's like, man, I'm just tired of seeing it. I had to stop watching content creators because I can hear what they're trying to, say with their undertones. Because sometimes content creators talk to other content creators. Sometimes content creators play their audience like a fool because they're saying some undertone stuff. You got to pay attention to it to really catch it. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't like the way they move, man. And I get it because if you look at it, a lot of them haven't done anything in their life until they got their big break online. You can always tell the ones that have done something, like military guys or doctors or lawyers that have won cases, because there's a certain way that they carry themselves from day one. A content creator will be shy and quiet, and then once they blow up, that's when they start voicing their opinion and being bold, because they feel like they have finally earned the right to do so when they should have felt that way from the beginning, but they needed to be validated from other people. Then they see me right out the gate doing what I want to do, talking like I want to talk, and it bothers them. It makes their butt crack itch. It's like, well, hold up now. When I first got started, I kept my mouth shut and I did what I needed to do and I kissed everyone's butt. Well, I'm not doing like you. I'm not like you. You know what I'm saying? I am not like you. I start trends, you follow them. You know what I mean? You have to be a maverick, not scared to go against the grain. And most of these dudes, especially dudes I see online, are scared to death of being canceled or saying the wrong thing. So I see why a lot of women are saying that men are possessing this feminine energy. I can see it all over and smell it. Smell the coochie all over. These dudes online that are trying to betray themselves as tough or leaders, these people have never led anyone, have never busted a grape, and look terrified to be caught for the fraud that they are. Just being real. I walk around no matter where I live in or where I'm at with my chest out, my shoulders back, and my head up high because I'm a two-time combat veteran. I have never put my hands on a woman. I have never disrespected my parents. You know what I'm saying? I have never done anything wrong to anyone that would land me in jail, prison, or would disrespect my family name. And with that alone, I have enough pride and integrity to carry myself a certain way without needing gratification or justification from any subscribers, from any other content creator, or anyone else. What does it matter? I know who I am. It is what it is. And when you tote this kind of energy, you piss off every fake ass person around you, which is most people. But if they were real like you, they would appreciate it. So you know a loser when you see one, and you know a nigga when you see one. What is this nigga staring at me for? Dude, weird as hell, man. Weird as hell. Black people do better, man. Do better, dude. You know what I'm saying? We need to do better. Man, black folks in this country, man, we are our own worst enemy. What are you staring at me for? This nigga staring at me like, dude, keep it trucking, man. I mean, yeah, like he never seen a black person with the phone. And it's another black dude listening to Taylor Swift. Listen, man, I'm about to get off of here before I, end up messing up my whole flow. You know what I mean? Remember, y'all, life's about flow, man. It's about the vibe. I am one of the few people, that ride the vibe. I just ride the vibe, man. Mosquito, big as hell. I'm getting off here. I am not getting bitten by that big ass mosquito. It already had blood in it. Hey, yeah. Yeah, let me go ahead and get off of here. Love and light, y'all. Your brother. Hey, smash the like button. Share the live stream. I'll be back on here later on, man. Getting bitten by no mosquitoes out here. That mosquito was big as a fly. Might pass out from getting bitten by that mosquito, man. I don't have the blood to spare. I'm still fasting. Anyway, y'all. Love y'all. I'm out.